Hello everybody, Futari no Ossan here, error code, and
Okay,
we are reviewing Kimi no Namae wa, right?
I think shouldn't it be Kimi no Nawa?
I don't know, that's the way I hear it in the movie. Kimi
Alright.
no Namae wa,
That worked.
otherwise known as Your Name. So, as we start off in our reviews, is we give a little short synopsis about the movie. Okay, you want to take it away?
Yeah, so when it comes to the story section, for me it's a 7 over 10 because the movie has some good, hilarious moments when they swap the bodies. And I'm not even sure if the virgin spit wine even exists.
I don't know, but I actually really want to try that.
Right.
It might be good, right?
Yeah. Another thing is the movie. When we had the decent plot twist, when we found out that the girl is already dead from FIFA meteor strike.
Oh, yeah.
Meteor drop, then she's dead.
And she's fucking knocked out, right?
Yeah, but other than that, what disappointed me is about the bittersweet ending where they lose the memories and start everything from square one all over again. And especially that make it worse because in one of the ending scene toward the end, you see that the guy, they met each other and then he got the pen and then they keep like dilly-dallying. Like when I saw it in my mind, I was literally screaming, dude, stop talking and just put the name on your hand. And he
And the
never
pen
did.
just drops on the floor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's very frustrating. I feel that is very unnecessary dorama,
Yeah.
like the Japanese call it. And I feel that could have been prevented if you just say, oh hey dude, can you just tell me your name first and then we can talk later,
What's funny is that what he writes on her hand,
Yeah.
instead of actually writing his name. It's
Exactly.
like, I love you. I thought it was pretty funny though. I laughed at that.
That's
part.
really stupid, man. That's like I said, unnecessary dorama.
It actually made me laugh. But
Yeah.
that was a pretty good comedic point there.
Yeah. In conclusion, for me, it's just another light-hearted, romance, comedy story. Nothing special. 7 over 10. Some good funny moment. There's really nothing stand out aside from the plot twist with the FIFA meteor strike. How about you? How do you write the story?
This is the second time I've seen this movie. The first time I actually didn't really like the movie. I thought the story was kind of bland, a little bit kind of boring really. I lost interest very quickly.
Even with the virgin spit wine?
Yeah, well, maybe that was the only part that captured me. I was like, I want to try that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I think after seeing it the second time, maybe just for me, I needed to see it again so I can more fully absorb like all the small little details. There is a lot of cool little stuff that I didn't notice the first time. As far as the story goes, the whole meteor thing and the whole time lapsing, I thought that was interesting. I do enjoy the romance that's going on, the distance and how they keep them apart. That worked really well in this movie.
It's not just physical distance. It's what's like
also
a
time
chronological, time
It's
distance
also
as well.
And I think that the one thing about love and really desire is distance. He really nailed it on that one. And so I enjoyed the story. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for story. Let's move on to characters. What did you think about the characters?
So for me, when it comes to the characters, nobody particularly stand out. I don't really like anyone because, to be honest, the cast is very small. It's just the main guy, Mitsuha, and Taki, and maybe, the senpai, the beautiful senpai, Onodera senpai. But I don't really like anyone. I do like the cast here better than Weathering With You because instead of just having like a damsel in distress, they did do something, and I like it. For that reason, when it comes to the characters, I would give it a 5 over 10. It's decent, but really nothing special.
Okay.
How about you?
For characters, characters, I really think they nailed our main protagonists, Mitsuha and Taki. Their characters perfectly complement each other. When you combine those two personalities, they make a good whole. And I think it was a great way of showing that by them switching lives. I love the two characters, so it's kind of hard to give it a low score because the rest of the cast is just kind of
they're just like NPCs.
Supplementary.
Yeah, the NPCs, the background characters.
So for that reason, I'm not going to let that kind of obscure what really is important here, those two characters. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. If you were rating it on like a cast as a whole, I'd probably give it a much lesser score. But 8 out of 10 for characters. Okay, let's talk about animation. What did you think about the animation?
Hey, you know what? It's Makoto Shinkai, man. Every time when it comes to Makoto Shinkai, it can never get anything lower than a 7.
We're getting tired of,
And you know, it could get even a 10 over 10 if not for the fact that Weathering with You and Garden of Words exists. It looked pretty, but you know, nothing really stand out except for maybe that mountain shot when they're trying to find each other. That one with the rising sun, that's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
But even then, it cannot compare to the cloud dragon from Weathering with You. You know, all the rainy scenes in Garden of Words. For that reason, instead of a 10, I would give it a 9 over 10.
How about you? The animation again was incredible. Yeah, getting tired of just saying that with this guy. My only critique about this is that it feels like the contrast between the regular animation and like that computer stuff, I don't feel they mold too well together.
They're not seamless, right?
There's too much contrast, and I kind of didn't enjoy that. But the rest again was like fantastic. I don't think it was as consistent as Weathering with You, so I'm also not going to give it a 10. I really like this one scene that they keep showing with the sliding doors, like that perspective of the sliding door, like where the camera is, like where the door goes like this, and like the video camera is like right here, or the viewpoint. I was like, that's such a crazy viewpoint. Like, how do you think of that? Like showing that animation. I thought that was really cool. And then probably one of my favorite like animation parts was the time lapses where it goes from like nighttime to daytime. That was intense. I was like, how did they do this? I think the only way to do that is to literally get a time lapse of it in real life and then try and animate it. It was just so perfectly done. It was almost like I was seeing a real time lapse.
This guy is really focused on the weirdest things.
I know. I think that's because I saw it the second time. Like the first time, it just kind of. So for that reason, I'm gonna give the animation a 9 out of 10.
Perfect. Hey, so how about the music, Arrow Code? What do you like about the music?
The music, I give this one a 7 out of 10. It was good, but nothing like
stand out.
Nothing really stood out. 7 out of 10.
Yeah. For me, it's actually lower. I would give it like a 6 over 10 because it's like you said, it was nothing special. But when it comes to music, it's either hit or miss. Maybe some people like those songs that was sung toward the end. Yeah. So can you tell me what is your final score?
My final score for the movie was an 8.5 overall. What about you, kid?
For me, I would give it a 7 over 10. So it's a decent, good rom-com for newcomers who haven't watched many rom-com about youth romance. If you don't put this next to Weathering with You, Garden of Words, 5 centimeters per second, etc., then obviously not many movies can hold a candle to this movie. I think this one probably has the best ending, happy ending. I think that's the reason why this is the movie that made him famous.
I agree with all those things. I really liked how focused this film was. It was very well executed. And I think that's why, like you said, it was propelled to like the upper echelons. I do want to say, please watch it a second time. The movie becomes better the second time around. So if you can, watch this movie. I do recommend it.
Definitely a recommendation from us. And I hope that you enjoy our recommendation. And please tune in for the next episode. See you next time.
See ya, everybody.